in this place. That was in the 60s now. That was in the 60s. This type of work is more of an individual work. You are given your heap of stones that you have to deal with. Breaking up those stones mostly into smaller pieces. The minimum punishment here. Forget about an overzealous guard who's going up and down, peeping people or all those things. But the minimum punishment here was that if you fail to finish your job on that day, following day, you'll get no food for the whole day. You'll forfeit your 3 meals, but you'll be expected to finish your job. Leaders, I have already said a few things about the leaders. They formed committees here, they will form structures. They will prepare political literature so that we keep ourselves busy in prison. They will even have people who are there to diffuse tensions. They'll have people who are there to act as our counselors, as our advisors inside the prison. All those things were put in place by these leaders. Mandela came here in 1964 to serve a life jail term. He stayed here until 1982. I talked about hunger strike. He, with other leaders, were in at the forefront of a hunger strike that took place in 1982. That was one of the most effective hunger strikes. After that hunger strike, the authorities here said, no ways now, we are tired of these men. Maybe let's divide them, let's separate some of them from this place. They took Mandela, they took Walter Sisulu, Raymond Mhlaba, they took them to another prison on the mainland, which is called Portsmouth Prison. So from 1982, Mandela, Sisulu, Raymond Mhlaba, they were no more in this place. They had been taken to Portsmouth Prison. Remember, I said I came here 84, so I didn't have to see those leaders at that time. But before that, Mandela had played a crucial role in uniting and leading prisoners here. The emphasis with prisoners was that we wanted a collective leadership. We didn't want a situation where one man will be the one leading everybody here, because it's a prison situation. He will be easily victimized inside the prison. So we always emphasize that we must have a collective leadership here, not 1, 2, 3 people, but a collective leadership. Because if we are a collective, it's not easy for them to single out a few people and victimize them. So Mandela was doing all those things as a collective with other leaders. But one of the few things that he managed to do as an individual was to write a book in this place. He wrote a book called Long Walk to Freedom. We have that now in almost the whole world. But the humble beginnings are right here. He prepared that stuff in this place secretly. Even with that book, he was helped by 2 people. Walter Sisulu helped him to put together that book, and Mr. Ahmed Katrara helped him to put together that book. Finally, it had to be smuggled out of the prison. That happened in 1976. He did not take it himself out of the prison. It was smuggled out of the prison by a prisoner called Mac Maharaj. Mac Maharaj had been serving a 10-year sentence here. When he was